Yo, Squito coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. So I have been doing some coaching. As you guys might know, I advertised that service and I've had some takers. Probably 12 or so, 10 or 12 sessions of coaching. And Ben Ice, knowing you, is one of the people that I have helped. And he sent me a couple replays, and this is the kind of stuff I like because it's the reason I'm doing it. He said, hey, had a couple of these games I'm pretty happy with. I used some of the things we talked about, being a little bit more aggressive, trying to get into the fight, looking for shots, trying to create shots. So he's in his T95. Not really a tank that's that easy to get into the fight. Now, this is not a bad map for it because there are some alleyways and things you can kind of stop up with the big bad T95, but there's also a lot of flanking shots people can get on you, especially from over there on the hills like this Panther. So the Panther drives around. So at the very beginning, we're in the fight, right? We haven't shot yet, but we're getting up in there, and the Panther is moving around. Now, we don't have that Panther shot if we are playing TD guy and we're still in the back like, well, I don't know, what do we got? The IS-2, the Scorpion, the Sturv, our Panther. they're all back there. Camping. TD is a mindset, folks, not necessarily a type of tank, but a big hit on there for 376, and down goes the Panther. We must be using the small gun. What is happening here? Is this the small gun on the T95? Hold the phone. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, Ben's going to have to let us know if that's because he's grinding it or he likes that gun better, but I think the big 750 Alpha is the way to go on this bad boy. But you know what? Sometimes you're grinding, and that's what you got to deal with. It will fire faster. I will give it that. I think it's essentially the T28 gun. Maybe a little bit faster firing on the higher tier. Perhaps more accurate, but I don't know. All right, the T95 is coming around behind. I like this, man. This is just going to give them all kinds of fits. If he shows up on their flank and his team can follow up, but let's see what happens here, whether he's able to actually get in here. Are we going to do this? No. We could get some aggro from the hill up there. Oh. Now that TS did not expect him to be there. And is he going to get permatrack? Oh, Ben, all right, buddy. So we get an arty hit. Now that's what's going to happen when you get a tank like this out in front of everything. But we get 69, and that looks like a pretty close hit. I don't think it was a direct hit. It looks like it hit behind him. But we only take 69. Try to break this down here. Where are we aiming? Yeah. I think he got away from you. I didn't look at your shot. But you were kind of aiming at the armor. You wanted to shift left. You wanted to grab that sprocket and try to permatrack him. This thing almost reloads fast enough to do that with the smaller gun on it. So we're going to back out. We've given these guys all kinds of trouble. And he is unable to come around that corner. Now, this is not a bad move. There's another arty shot. Only 69. That's very interesting. He's going to take a long time to whittle you down at double-digit numbers. At E75, TS thought he might be able to come around here and start looking for other angles, but he's not able to do so. Not with you right there. Maybe just a little bit faster on the shot there. Again, this is another good example. I would have shot him right there. Get into that side armor and track that guy. Get a little wiggle. There you go. Nice little wiggle. That's going to spoil his shot. Whether he was going for that little lower plate. You have a very thin lower plate. Looks like that guy got your hatch right there. That's again why you would want to wiggle. And it looks like your commander took one to the face. So this guy comes out. You want to move a little bit. There we go. Nice thump on the side of the M445. And these guys are just in a kerfuffle over here. You've got about 3 of them worried about you and locked down. This is giving your team an opportunity to do other things. And that is sometimes what these tanks are the best for. Get into a position where you have them locked down and they can't move, or they have to ignore you and go somewhere else. Might just... oh, nicely done. All right. I'm going to back out of this. One thing I would watch out for in these kind of casemates, when you back over rubble, if they track you while you're at a weird angle, sometimes they can keep your gun offline. Something to watch out for. I think he's starting to learn that you've got the smaller gun right there. There's the arty again. Possible 600. Oh my gosh, what? It doesn't say what that was. Was that an AP round that bounced? I think that may have been an AP round that bounced right there. Looking for a shot on him. I think you're right about not pushing into them. The problem with pushing into them is that I can't zoom out because of the replay is borked, but this hill down here with the AT and the Sturv, maybe rush that shot just a little bit right there. I would be scooching around a little bit just to spoil his shot. Don't let him get those straight on shots. There's the biggest hit the M12's managed, 105. It's really the stun that's kind of getting you right now. Take that shot. Let's investigate here. Is there any better shots? Yeah, maybe right there. See that lower plate? It is highly angled, so I don't know if you're going to be able to pin there. The other one is the hatch, which I believe is what you were going for. Or maybe even the turret face, but it's recently buffed on the German tank, so it's quite thick. So there's another bounce. And finally the 777 comes in, and he finds out the hard way that there's more guys over here with crossfire. Let's see if we're going to try this. We're going to try to get into that. There we go. There we go. Get a thump on him. Get stunned again. That M12's got it out for you, man. That M12 has it out for you. Not something you would have had a whole lot of luck with in the past with an M12. He'd have absolutely had you down to about a one-shot or dead by now in the past. C75's having a heck of a time. Man, he's firing fast. There's another AP round that bounced, I think. And now we're going to start moving. Yeah, he's starting to figure you out right there. Not having the big gun hurt a little bit. Now this is surprising to me. I don't think I would have done this. That's the A phase 1. He's also got some guys up on the hill. I'm surprised they haven't shot you. Their T95 bounces. We take a stab at him. Everyone's shooting us from every direction. Now we're going to back out and head out this way. I think you should have stayed where you were. Try to keep working on the E75. But we're going to back out of that. At least the Artie's not hitting us anymore. Their T95 is bouncing. Takes an AP shot. It's hard to tell where he is. Yeah, he was last down in that lower area. AT-15. Yeah, let's back out of that. Go around that. There you go. Keep on backing. You might want to check 6, but the E-75 is back there. Perhaps you saw it on the mini-map. We're just backing out of this thing. We've bounced 5,265. So I think the worst thing you did there was in that rubble pile. It was a good spot, just a little bit more rocking left and right, or kind of rocking forward and back. Just spoil those shots. Don't let them have all those shots into your hatches. Like, how many did they get? It's hard to tell. Well, somebody got you on the lower plate, it looks like. There's a hole right there. So that might have been the E-75. There's a very thin lower plate that can be pinned. It's hard to tell where the rest of the shots went. Oh, there we go. AE's coming in. And rushed that shot just a little bit. Yeah, I think I would have aimed in just a little bit better on that. So he's able to... Yep, he definitely sniped your hatch right there, coming around the corner. I don't think he expected you to have the smaller gun right there. So I think he thought he might have had another free shot coming in. 2,548. Here he comes again. Yeah, he's not... Wiggle, 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 wiggle. There you go. Oh, and the A gets you. You stopped. It looked like maybe you stopped to try to get a shot. All right, man. Nicely done. So, yeah, you got killed, but you got in there. You got 3,000 damage. You got 145 assists. You blocked a bunch of damage and gave your team the ability to do a couple things that, had you been sitting back on the hill waiting for this fight to come to you, you might not have had. Now, maybe a little over-aggressive, but you know what? You learn stuff when you do stuff like that. So I probably wouldn't have pushed into the position you were in. I like moving where you were here, being aggressive and being around the fight. That was good. It's unfortunate your team wasn't able to take much advantage of what was going on right there, because you had 2 or 3 of them locked down. But you know, sometimes that happens. You make these big moves for your team and they're not able to follow up on it for lots of different reasons. Don't see it, don't care, aren't aggressive enough, all that good stuff. Let's take a look at the second battle. All right, second game. Had to go get a new cup of coffee here. Ben is on whatever, Murovanka Dorf, Himmel's Murovanka. And we're going to come up to a little bit forward. There's no artillery, so I don't think this is a bad idea. No, that's not true. There is artillery. Sorry, there's a 53, 55 over there. Not a bad idea, though. This is a great tank for this area. Are we sporting the big gun now? Have we switched guns or something? Or am I just seeing things? No, we're still with the little gun. You'll have to let us know down in the comments. You know, the thing on... I hear this a lot. People say, well, use the smaller gun. It shoots faster or it has more DPM or something. But invariably, you're giving something up, whether it's pen or in this case, it's the fear factor. What makes the Doom Turtle is not just the armor, but also the 750 Alpha big stick, the fear factor that thing has. You will notice that when you're pew-pewing at them with 400, they'll get a lot braver. Pushing out to take a hit and to go around you and surround you is a lot easier to stomach when it's a 400 Alpha shot. This makes people braver than they otherwise would be. So we take a couple hits. I like this though. We're up front, making it happen. We don't have a whole lot of support. There is a T94. There's a T54 with us. And we've got some guys sniping, to include a Lurva. That's awesome. We're taking all kinds of shots. There we go. There comes the IS-3. Nice little shot into that guy. That was a strange aiming technique. I'm not sure what was going on right there. Oh, and the other T95 is up here. Hey, we're going to have two T95s. Nice bounce. There you go. Yep, shoot the guy that you can damage. Take down his friends. Don't let him get around you. Keep going. There you go. Oh my gosh, we got to make a decision. Hit him. There we go. Now face up the T95. Perfect. Perfect. Don't let him get it. There you go. A little angle. Looks like he might have been going for your lower plate. Oh, Mr. IS-3. So the IS-3 is miscalculated. He doesn't understand that you've got the small gun. Let's see what happens if this guy gets a shot on us. Wiggle. There you go. Now get out of his azimuth if you can. He's fixed it. T-54 is trying to help. Oh, there we go. What was that? HE? He fired HE. Okay. Now you can snipe the hatches. Nicely done. Go forward and go by him. I would go around the side of him as opposed to back away from him. If you push up next, there you go. Okay. Now you want to track him again. He does 170 with HE. A little bit of a rush shot right there. Track him. Do the back track. You might get damage there. Alright, that's not bad. Put a little thump into his side there. Nicely done. That may have tracked him at the same time. Someone's tracking him because he's definitely locked down. Another shot into the same place. I like that. It worked last time. Why not? Give it another one into the same spot. Well played. And another shot, and we have absolutely obliterated the other T95. Your little T95 or T54 friend did some nice work, but he ends up dying. Looks like we want to try to chase the IS-3. Yeah, I wouldn't go up and over. There's too many of them back there. The JT, the 4202, they'll lock you down and start picking you apart. Fix your commander. Would definitely do that. That's going to help you with the spotting. That's why you're not seeing this guy that's shooting you, by the way. It's because your commander is... Oh no, they're picking you apart. Oh, and there's a Sturb 103. Yeah, you may want to get out of there now. Fix your commander. You got to fix your commander. That's why you're not seeing these dudes. JT takes another shot. And we're trying to figure this out. That now the JT is frustrated. He's shooting HE. IS-3 is trying to figure it out. He gets killed by the RHM, so that's nice. Now the guys back in the bushes can definitely see you when you poke around. I don't know what this Sturb is doing. You also haven't taken any damage from their arty, which is interesting. Although up against this side of this little hill is the place to be. Yeah, investigate that shot because you probably have it. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there, but yeah, there you go. Zoom in to take a look at those things. You stay in third person, you're going to have a hard time figuring out if there's some terrain in front of you. So even if you are a third-person shooter, there are uses for the zoom in for figuring out where the terrain is. Now you got that barrel in front of you too. Down goes the JT. That was huge. So now there's just a 103 and the 4202 in there. Sturv's kind of got him busy. So yeah, I think this is the right move. Let's just move forward. I'd just barrel in there at these guys. Fix your commander. You gotta watch that stuff. That is very important. This is actually kind of crippling your ability to figure out what's going in front of you. Look at the little green circle on the mini-map. Now, I don't know if you have that enabled in your settings, but you should. Green circle is what you can see. Your commander's dead, so you can't see anything. Oh, by the way, you know what else you lose when your commander's dead? Every skill he has. You know what one of those skills is? 6th Sense. 6th Sense will let you know if you're spotted. It's a de facto spotting device If you don't know where somebody is and you're pushing towards them and it lights up, you know someone can see you. That kind of narrows down the places they can be. There has to be some kind of line of sight. And if you know the maps and you have a general idea where they might be, or at least several general ideas. We're going to push up here. I'm going to keep harping on it. You really want your commander here because they're going to be hiding in bushes. Sturv's in here somewhere. We got 2,436, 739 assists, and a kill. And we've been aggressive, and that's the key here that we've been talking about. See, there he is. Now, he's going to be hard to see anyway. And it's very possible he's going to get these shots on you as you're moving in, even if your commander is working. But as you get closer and closer, yeah, I guess we stopped to click on where he was. Yeah, you might as well shoot, heading on in here. As we get closer and closer, the commander's view range is going to have more and more burn through. RHM gets killed by the Sturv. That little sneaky ELC, he's kind of a... Oh, there's the Artie, so we got that guy lit. Although it wasn't you, it was somebody else, I think. And they just... Holy cow, they just really went down in a heap right there. Lack of map control will do that, even though it looked more or less even. We just drive in on this guy. Nicely done. Keep up the spotting. Keep the gun on him. Almost. Yeah, just drive up and over on him. Is he going to get that? He sure did. Ah, there we go. We ram him. What you're going to want to do here... Okay, that worked. Kind of surprised. Oh, you got up underneath him. That's pretty funny. Got up underneath him. All right, never mind. I was going to say you want to aim up on top and go after the hatch right there, but that worked. Never mind. He just got up underneath him and started shooting him in the bottom right there. 3,936, 3,000 bounced, 739 assists. Now I'm sure you've had good games in this tank before, but doesn't it feel good to actually go forward, be part of the win instead of a tangential to the wind, or the wind, whatever. I just find this kind of gameplay to be much more effective overall, provided you don't overextend all the time. That is a danger. Overall, it tends to be more effective and it tends to be more interesting. It gets you more experience, it gets you more damage. It helps you with the grind, you get through the game faster as far as getting tanks. It's just overall a better way to do things. Sometimes you have to camp. Sometimes you need to be careful early on. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. The map, the matchmaking, your tiering, your tank, yada yada. But this is a great example of a tank right here that is a air quotes TD, but needs to live near the front doing what it does best. Doom turtling. Get that big gun. All right, that's all I've got. Fix your commander, by the way. That's all I've got. We will see ya. Fix the commander.